Ano's new single is about to premiere. As you can see, it's right here and we're about to watch it together. And I am really excited for this because, you know, Ano's debut album was frankly one of the most impressive debuts I've ever heard. Now, it was a bit strange because obviously we had it as 2 CDs and 1 CD was a collection of the singles that she'd slowly accrued in the beginning of her solo career. And she's had such a long career with things like Eyes and with You'll Melt More. And but this first solo album, where she released a solo album under her name, was just such an impressive collection of mixed and varied songs. She worked with such brilliant people, but she'd also delivered such lyrical interest and intensity that I mean, I forgot about it, but she's one of my people up on my poster wall behind me. Yeah, just absolutely one of my favourite artists of recent years. And of course, it's so interesting that she's exploded so much in the Japanese scene as well. One of my friends who works for me a lot on my channel, Choco, who's an idol herself, she actually mentioned to me, I think it's something like Anochan, like the name for like the whole craze of people who are just obsessed Ano fans. It's become such a big thing here, and her whole impact on the Japanese culture has been really felt. But for me, like I say, the music has been enough. I mainly, although I find her a very entertaining character, for me, it's about, can you deliver interesting music? Can you succeed as an artist? And I really feel that in this world of pop artists, she has exceeded way beyond what most would be expected. You know, there's so much personality, there's so much honesty in her songs. And again, she does work with the right people. I think we're going to get an advert now. I didn't plan for that. No, Adobe Acrobat. If I get copyright struck for having adverts on here, I'm going to be very upset. Anyway, Anyway, I've talked a lot about Ano on this channel before and on my main channel, Back of Broadcast. Looking at the thumbnail, we've got this video and the quick clips that they've shown. I've been trying not to listen to the song, but I've seen a couple of quick clips coming up on social media. I get the feeling, I mean, it reminds me, shall we say, of a certain video with dead mice and chainsaws. And I think that whole dance vibe is interesting. Again, the last single that we got coming out from Ano was quite a different vibe. Very emotional. You had a proper, I believe, a movie director, I can't remember her name, did the video, which was much more acted out and narrative based than usual. So going back to something maybe a bit dancey here, I'm really intrigued to see what we get. Now, just one thing I will say before this counter finally comes down is just remember that if you are into like music like this, then do remember to check out the song that I did, this music video and song that I created with 2 upcoming Japanese artists who hopefully you'll get to hear, Candid and ASSUN from Castella Park. This song, Keep Going. We've just got over 1,000 views after nearly 2 weeks, so I really, really hope you guys can support that if you're into upcoming Japanese artists as well. It's pretty crazy stuff. So if you like Ano, I think you might like that. I think you'll definitely like Otto. If you like Ano, I think you'll definitely like Otto. But anyway, here we are. 30 seconds left. We're going to dive into this one. I pretty much said everything I've got to say now. But as any proper YouTuber knows, you don't want to leave dead spaces. And I'm not going to put the effort into going back and editing this one. So as a result, I'm just going to waffle. See, I've already got rid of a third of that 30 seconds. Going to waffle a little bit more, down to 15 seconds. And now we can all count down the last 10 seconds together because it's time for the new Ano single. See what I did there? 10, 9. Let's have the sound back on would be a good idea, Howard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Already loving the fun vibe. There's almost something a bit Kyari Pammy Pammy about this video actually. Straight off the bat, the studio bit of it. I love this game. This reminds me of Nichijou every time I see it though. I'm wondering, is this all first take stuff? I think I've seen some editing in here. Yeah, definitely getting that this is going to be their single. Super catchy. And I'm loving this sort of the old school old school movie soundtrack vibe as well, adding a lot of character. What's with the giant panda crime boss? Oh, that's nice. That was a nice little bounce into the last chorus there. I'm assuming it's the last chorus. Fantastic. I'm assuming that is the end of it. Yeah, okay. It's just stuck on that last frame. Again, like the end of a movie when you stick on the last frame. That was absolutely like such a lot of fun. And it was exactly as I predicted, going for that more upbeat single vibe. This is going to be one of those ones, because if you don't know, I am in Japan. I'm going to be hearing this on the radio. This is going to be getting stuck in my head. This is like the precursor to me having this jammed inside my brain as an earworm for like the coming few months, isn't it? I just really felt that, again, there was something back to basics about this. Now, I remember that as we came to the end of the first album, I was going to say the last album, the first album, which was the last album, we had like so many really creative videos. We're going in different directions. I love that one. Now we had the plasticine one with the little animated characters, the stop motion. And then, of course, there was that big final video, which was just all visual effects and crazy. But it's interesting to see. And again, like I said, the last video was directed very sort of movie style, very artistic. It's interesting to go back to what I guess you'd say is more of a traditional style. Let's all go to a sound stage. Just do it like almost like a TV show. And of course, Anna presenting her own TV show is very. I got some of the merch from that back there, but I can't be able to find it right now. But you know, her presenting a TV show. She's obviously very often around these kind of TV set style stages. So it's kind of nice. It plays to that side of her character, that side of what she's been doing. Musically, I think it's not going anywhere overly ambitious. It is definitely just trying to be a single. Again, though, I think the thing which I've said a lot about Anno's songs is that even when she's just obviously pushing a single and saying, well, this is the catchy one that I want to get on the radio, that I want you make you to dance and have fun to, I still feel that she injects a character into her songs that makes them more personal. It's not just dancey. Each one, you can feel a little bit of a twinkle of joy as they go, yeah, this would be fun. And you can see that coming through in the video as well. Right down to the old sort of kung fu movie style. I'm not so familiar with old movies, unfortunately, but the kung fu movie style references from what I'm getting. And just that first bit where she's like playing all of those little games, but supersized and winning each one as they go. I think it was actually the pineapple. When she pulls the tablecloth from under the pineapple was the only one where I noticed an obvious cut. I might be wrong there. But let's just look at the pineapple. Is it me or does the lighting suddenly change? Yeah, I don't know if it's the reflection from a table. It might be because the table's lighter, so the light is going to reflect a bit more. But I don't know, maybe that was a cut. Maybe, do you know what? Maybe they just did a ton of takes and she did do all of them in a row. If that's true, someone let me know, because that's going to be massively impressive. I follow a lot of her social medias. I would love to know if that's actually what happened there. But it was so much fun. You went through that, and again, it was a lot like with the her most favorite Gero Gero music video, where she's basically chainsawing mice to death. This to me had that feeling of being almost like a play, almost like being something that could be presented on a stage, and that was really fun. I do have to say though, musically, I wouldn't say this was one where I have like a massive amount of things that I would say set it out. It's not the catchiest Anno song. It's not the most musically inventive, but it is enough. It is enough as what is something. It's clearly designed to be an earworm. I think that kind of goes without saying. It's clearly designed to be an earworm. Well, I need some water, by the way. You can probably tell from my voice. I'm going, blah, blah, blah. Like I say, we edit nothing. It's clearly supposed to be an earworm, and on that front, it's definitely one. So this for me was a lot of fun. Is it going to get stuck with me as some of her best songs? Maybe not, but it's still Anno. It's still inventive. It's still a really good, fun addition to her overall list of songs. And what a joy that she keeps on coming back with inventive things. I think as well, because she set this character for herself, which is so notable, so noteworthy, because she's got such a reputation that precedes everything she does. I think that kind of means that now it's put her in a position where the creatives who work with her, they're always going to be thinking, well, I can't give her something bland. She's Anna, Okay, sorry, new plastic bottle cap. Don't worry. No one cares. She's Anna. I can't just give her something boring. I'm going to give her something interesting to work with. So people are like handing her interesting projects, interesting video ideas, interesting songs. I also would be interested to know how much of her goes into this. Again, I did draw the Carrie Pammy Pammy reference. And of course, Carrie Pammy Pammy didn't necessarily write her songs. In fact, I don't think Anna writes her own lyrics. I don't know how much Kari did. I know she had some input, but she was very visually active in designing things visually, and so I wonder how much maybe Anna gives her feedback on things like the videos, because again, so much character goes into it, and it always feels like it's very much in keeping with just the fact that she's such a playful person. So I really enjoyed this. Again, I don't think it's like my favourite, don't think it's the most catchy or anything like that, but it's a good little song that just sits well amongst a portfolio of tracks. And considering that the last song we had was the last couple of songs we've had post the album have been quite different. They have gone in very different directions. A little bit of rock, a little bit of ballad, a little bit of dance. There's been a good bit of variation even since that first amazing album. So I'm very hopeful for the future. Looking forward to seeing what we get from next from Anno. Just keep on going in a good direction. So anyway, get in the comments, tell me what you think, and until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, ciao, ciao.